So now with the season pretty much over, it's about time that we all got our games in shape. So I'm going to be sharing a few videos over the next few months, just outlining ways that you can potentially improve your game, ready for next season. One of the biggest problems for the average club golfer isn't missing target left and right, it's more to do with missing target long and short. More so short than long. And this short distance or shorter distance than required is often linked to striker location. Club speed doesn't tend to fluctuate all that much with most people. It's the centerness of strike that fluctuates, and therefore the ball speed tends to fluctuate, subsequently giving us different yardages. And one of the reasons why I see the strike location moving around from center to toe and then to heel is because of the location of the golf club relative to the ball halfway through the downswing. Let's take a closer look. And the position of the club relative to the ball just tends to be a little bit too close to the ball. So halfway through the downswing, this is something that I see all of the time. The club is too far out towards the ball, and if the golf club was to swing in a natural way, the player would either shank it or miss it. Best case scenario, it'd be a heel strike and they would lose some distance. But something that the inconsistent ball striker does, they make a very clever movement, which is quite talented, and some people will be able to time this so predictably that they actually get around it, but those people are few and far between. Golf club is too far out towards the ball. The player then pulls the club back into them through impact. That's often why people have a leftward path, is because they're pulling the golf club back in towards them to try and hit the center of the club face. So then, as you can imagine, we've got two potential flaws. We're going to get a leftward path because the player is actually dragging the golf club to the left of target through impact. We're talking about right-handers here, of course. And the other problem is each time that the club is pulled in, it'll be very, very slightly different each time, and potentially even with a lesser skilled player, quite dramatically different each time, and the strike is going to move around on the face quite a lot. So you're probably now wondering, is there a fix for this problem? Well, there isn't a universal fix that's going to suit everybody, but it's just something to be aware of. I would film yourself. Usually the big key is where your hands are located. Are your hands closer to the ball than what they were at the start? Let's just assume that the hands were here at the beginning. Have your hands worked further out towards the ball halfway through your downswing? If they have, chances are you're going to have to pull the club back in. Chances are, unless you're practicing like a madman, the chances are that that is going to be inconsistent. Your strike's going to move across the face. You're then going to start having drop-offs in yardage. But I'm going to give you a drill. I'm not going to kind of leave you hanging. Just pop this alignment cane on the ground in between your feet and the ball, and I would have it located so that the handle of the golf club is your side of that line. So the very end of the grip is kind of hovering above this line from your perspective as you look down. And then all I would try and feel throughout the whole swing is that the golf grip actually stays your side of this line and not the ball side of the line. Chances are you can then let the golf club swing and hit the ball. And when the golf club swings, it will tend to do that consistently. If you're pulling the golf club through impact, you'll tend to do that inconsistently, and that's when the problem starts. So I hope that video has got you thinking a little bit, and if it has helped you, I'd love to hear in the comments box below.